Hey, you want to read all about it? I got stories that'll raise your eyebrows and curl your toes. Extra.
I was about to tell a Bible story. What have you got there?
It's the morning edition.
I don't recognize that scent. Oh, yeah. Memories from the last century. Sitting down with a cup of non-Starbucks coffee. Yeah. Awesome. Getting ready for the day.
It's
What is it? Wait! Don't tell me. That's a what is that?
because it's a newspaper.
Newspaper. Right. An actual newspaper.
Yeah.
That would make you a
I'm a paperboy.
paperboy.
Paper man.
I thought your kind went out with a pager.
You want to read the paper? Just draw about it.
Actually, I was getting ready to talk about some news.
Well, there's some pretty awful things happening here.
Yeah, I know. The news is filled with awful things. Like, have you guys heard of some difficult things going on around you? Like people losing their jobs or having to leave their homes and
Big earthquakes in parts of the world.
no, and even like huge floods that wash away people's homes and whole towns. Really, gosh, just horrible stuff.
I know. I just been thinking about giving it up altogether. Go home, camp out on my couch, and play my Xbox.
Don't you ever have any good news in that newspaper?
There's a sale on emergency food supplies. Yeah.
Anything else?
I got the funny papers.
Yeah. But those all went downhill after the boy and his tiger quit.
Let's see.
Poor Calvin and Hobbes.
You want a periodical? Got the funnies. We got drama, suspense. We got some pretty awesome action sequences in here.
Yes.
Kids, did you know that you can make you could do stuff with like a jawbone and a donkey?
What about hope?
Hope.
Yeah, hope for like all the bad things that are going on around us.
I don't know if I got no. Well, shit, yeah, I got this. This book is nothing but hope. There are lots of stories, a lot of good stories in there. There's one story about a guy who was trapped like all night with a bunch of lions. Came out just fine, all about hope. Another story in there, a guy who was shipwrecked, like 3 times, never lost hope.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I'll take it.
You gotta pay up. Hey, at least it's tax-free. In great states of Florida, Massachusetts, Missouri, Texas only. Other taxes fees may apply. And results are guaranteed.
Wait, what did you say in that last part?
Results guaranteed.
Really?
Yeah, you follow what that thing tells you? Results are guaranteed.
Thanks, paperboy.
Thanks. Have fun with that. Have fun with your hope.
Alright, boys and girls. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? Alright, this book is filled with lots and lots of examples with people that had what? Hope. And they showed what? Perseverance. Alright? How many of you know where the book of Hebrews is? Have you ever heard of the book of Hebrews? Well, in that book, it talks a lot about people that had faith. And they went through some tough times, and they had faith, and they showed perseverance. The people who first believed in Jesus, they went through some really tough times and went through some terrible things. But the Bible tells us that they were insulted and they were bullied. How many of you have ever been bullied by somebody? Okay? They kind of pushed you around, kind of were bossy to you. And that's kind of what happened, but a lot worse than that in the Bible. They were bullied. Some people were thrown in jail. Some people's homes were taken from them. Some people were beaten and even killed for believing in Jesus. But none of them gave up their faith in God. They what? They persevered even when life was hard, even when it was hard. Because they knew that God had plans for them. It's kind of like running a race. How many of you ever run a race at school or maybe at church or something just for fun? What happens to your legs when you're running?
They start to hurt.
Oh, they start to hurt. What does your mouth start wanting?
Water.
Some water. But sometimes you just can't quit, right? You just have to keep going. And that's kind of like how it is in life. How many of you ever faced situations like maybe something was going on difficult in your family? maybe with your parents or your brother or sister. Maybe there wasn't a whole lot of money. Mom and Daddy said, "We don't have money for that right now. You gotta wait." That's kind of hard to hear, isn't it? But we can't give up. We have to keep our faith in God and have perseverance. Now, can we say our bottom line? Our bottom line this morning is, when life seems impossible, remember what others did. And what others are we talking about? Who are we talking about? People where?
In the Bible.
In the Bible. When life seems impossible, remember what other people did. Also, in your life, you might have some friends or your parents that when life is hard, what do you see them doing? Do you see them giving up? Timothy, if your dad has a bad day at work, does he come home and just give up and just quit work? What does he do the next day?
He keeps going.
He keeps going. He gets right back out there and keeps going. So you can also look to your dad too, right? So you can also look at what other people do that are around you. Very good, guys. All right, let's say a quick prayer. Thank you so much, Lord, for letting us be here today and letting us learn about you. And I just pray that you would help us learn about faith and perseverance, and that when things around us are hard and we want to give up and quit, God, that we would just get back out there, and that we would learn from those around us and learn from your word, God, that we would not stop, we would not give up. Help us to learn more about you and just be with us and protect us today. Amen.